Hello everyone, myself Amrita. Welcome back to our channel Techno Sage. Today I am back with another LeetCode Top 150 interview question, that is problem number 41, which is first missing positive. So let's first understand the problem. Given an unsorted integer array nums, return the smallest positive integer that is not present in the nums. So here you can see we have been given one unsorted array and we have to find the missing number, and it should be the positive integer. You must implement an algorithm that runs in O of n time and O of 1 space. So let's first understand how we are going to solve this problem. So we have been given one nums array which is 3, 4, minus 1 and 1. So we can ignore minus 1 because we have been asked to check only the positive integers. So in this case, n is 4, right? So if n is 4, what should be the numbers? 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1 is there, 3 is there, 4 is there. Which is the missing number? Missing number is 2. So missing number is 2. So the output in this case is going to be 2. So let's take one more example. We have been given one array 1, 0, 2. So in this case, n is 3 and numbers are 1 and 2 is there, 3 is missing. So in this case, output is going to be 3. So now one approach is if we sort the array. So if we sort the array, what will be the array? Minus 1, 1, 3 and 4. And we can directly check 1 is present. Yes, 2 is present. No. So 2 is going to be the missing number. 3 and 4 is there because it's a sorted array. But if we sort the array, so the sorted array, it will have the time complexity of O of n log n. So we cannot use this approach because we need to solve it in O of n and O of 1 space complexity, right? And another approach is if we use hash set and we can check which are all numbers are there. But again, space complexity will increase in this case, so we cannot use this approach also. So that means we have to find an optimized solution so that the time complexity is O of n and space complexity is O of 1. So let me write the indexes here 0, 1, 2, 3. So if you see here carefully, so let's say n is 4, right? So n is 4 in this case. If there is no missing number, then what should be the numbers? If there is no missing numbers, then numbers should be 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Because n is 4. And what would be the indexes? Indexes would be 0, 1, 2, 3, right? So if you see here carefully, so can we say that number 1 should be present at 0 index, number 2 should be present at 1, number 3 should be present at 2. So that means if we have to find the correct index for any particular element, what that should be? That number, that means the current element minus 1. Is that correct? So if number is 4, index is 3. If number is 3, index is 2. Right? So correct index is always current element minus 1. So we are going to use this. How? So see here, at index 0, number 3 is present. If let's say there are no missing number, where should number 3 be? Number 3 should be at index 2, right? Number 3 should be at index 2, right? So can we say if our current element is 3, but for current element 3, what should be the index? Index should be 2. So what we are going to do, because we have found the correct index for it, we are going to put this on its correct index. That means we will use the swapping approach. So how do we put 3 here? We will swap. Minus 1, 4 remains at same position, 3 will come here and 1 comes here, right? So again, now which is your current element? Minus 1. So where should minus 1 be? We don't know because it's a negative number. So we can ignore this number. So when you find the negative number, you can move to the next number. Now we are at here. So current element is 4. So what should be the correct index for 4? Correct index for 4 should be 4 minus 1, which is 3. That means 4 should be present at index 3. So again we are going to do the swapping. So after swapping, what will be the array? Minus 1, 1, 3 and 4. Right? Now we still remain at index 1. So what is the number 1? 1 number should be present where? It should be at index 0, because 1 minus 1 is 0. So we are going to swap again. So after swapping, the array should be 1 minus 1, 3, 4. Right? So now we are at minus 1. We can ignore minus 1. Now we will go to 3. Right? Where should 3 be present? 3 minus 1. 3 should be there at index 2. Right? So it is already at index 2. So it is correct. Then move on to next index 4. Where should 4 be present? 4 minus 1. 4 should be present at index 3. So it is already at index 3, which is correct. Right? So that means after all the swappings done, our array is minus 1, 1, minus 1, 3 and 4. And the indexes would be 0, 1, 2, 3. Right? How we are going to check? At index 0, number is 1. Right? That means if number at I is not equals to I plus 1. So here you can see at index 0, number is 1, which is correct. At index 1, what should be the number? 1 plus 1, 2. Right? But 2 is not there. That means 2 is the missing number. So that means we can return I plus 1. Right? If number at I is not equals to I plus 1, then I plus 1 is the missing number. Right? But here is one more catch. So let's say your n is 5 and your array is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then how will you find the missing number? What will be the missing number in this case? So in this case, our missing number would be the next number, which is 6 in this case. Right? So that means if all these numbers are present, then our missing number is going to be n plus 1, the next number. So in this case, number is 5. So missing number is going to be 5 plus 1, which is 6. Right? I hope you understood this approach. Now let's write the solution for it. So this is our class, find missing positives. So let's write the method. Public static, what it is going to return? Int find missing positive. And we have a nums array. Right? Firstly, we will find our n, which is nums.length. And then we have to find the correct index. Right? While your I is less than n. So firstly, we can initialize I as 0. So while your I is less than n, because we are going to run this loop till last element, and then we will find the correct index. What is the correct index? It's going to be your current element minus 1. And what is the current element? Nums at I minus 1. Right? So once you find the correct index, now you have to check the condition if nums at I is greater than 0. Why greater than 0? Because we said that number should be a positive number. Number at I is less than equals to n. Till the last element we are going to check. And number at I is not equals to number at correct index. That means that number is not there at the correct index. Then we are going to swap the elements. So for swapping the elements, we will take one temporary variable and we will put nums at I in temporary variable. Nums at I is equals to nums at correct index. Right? And nums at I is equals to nums at correct index. And nums at correct index is equals to temp. If you don't know how to swap the elements, we have solved another problem on that. So you can go through that solution. If these conditions are satisfied, then swap the elements, else move to the next element, which is your I++. Right? Once you have the array, then you are going to check all the elements. You will check if your number is not at the correct index, that means nums at I is not equals to I plus 1, then that number is missing, right? Return I plus 1. If not missing, then which is the missing number? N plus 1, right? Now let's go back to our class. Let's write our main method, public static void main string args, and let's take the same nums array, which is your 3, 4, minus 1, 1. Then write your print statement, system.out.println. Call the method find missing positive with nums array, right? Now let's run the program and see the output. So we can see here the missing number is 2. So if all the numbers are there 1, 2, 3, 4, then which number will be missing? 5, right? So you can see here missing number is 5. I hope you understood the solution. Now let's copy the code and we can test it in the LeetCode itself. So let's paste the code here, run it. So we can see here it is accepted, runtime is 0 milliseconds, so we can submit the solution. So it is submitted successfully. So I hope you understood the solution, and since we are not taking any extra spaces here, so the space complexity is O of 1 and time complexity is O of n. So this is how we need to solve this problem. If you have any questions, any doubts, please let me know in the comment section. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more such videos. Thank you.